Hey guys, this is Tyler Hill on Retire with Freedom, the show that helps you plan for the retirement that you want. And I am joined here with my tri-hosts, Tad and Toni Hill, the founders of Freedom Financial Group.
Hey, everybody.
Tri-host.
We are up on our first segment, and what we're talking about today is delayed gratification. So there's two main topics that we normally hear about when people come and sit down with us is, what should I be doing to save on taxes? Do I save on taxes now versus getting a plan for the future? What should I do about Social Security? Should I be starting Social Security early? Should I be delaying it? A lot of times you're hearing advice from your coworker or your neighbor, and they're well-intentioned. They're just not retirement planners, so you're not sure what to do. And something that you probably don't know about is if you have a Roth 401k option, and what is a Roth 401k option. Yeah. So what a Roth...
In your 401k.
Yeah, right. In your 401k. So what a Roth 401k is if you are saving in your company's plan, most of the time right now, you are not paying taxes on that dollar because you're saving it pre-tax in that tax-deferred traditional 401k bucket. If you elect to start saving your money in a Roth 401k, then what you're doing is you are electing to go ahead and pay taxes on your contributions today. So there is less going into the 401k, but the benefit is that all of your gains, all of the growth inside of that account then will be tax-free.
Yeah.
So you are increasing your taxes today, knowing that down the road, this pile of money is going to grow, and I now don't have to worry about taxes if I'm saving it inside of that Roth 401k versus the traditional 401k. Once you start withdrawing from it, you're going to pay taxes just at your top marginal tax bracket.
Well, I mean, so this whole segment we're talking about is delayed gratification. So what does it make the most sense to do? Mm-hmm. Like when you're 25, you'd rather buy the big screen television, but when you're 65, you're going to be glad you didn't.
Yeah.
So when we talk about taxes, most people are not even aware, guys, that Roth 401k options exist.
I know.
Like you said. And so, and then a lot of times they don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so one of the things that I hear a lot is, well, I'm already 60. So what difference does it make? Well, it makes a lot of difference if you think tax rates are going to be going up. Mm-hmm. Now, we're not Congress. We don't control tax rates, but all you got to do is look at the debt, the deficit. I mean, there's only two ways to fix a financial issue like we find our country in.
Yes.
Or if you're in debt personally, right? There's two ways to fix it. Save more, spend less.
Yeah.
So, or make more.
Yes.
So the only way, our government, I guess what they'll do is just cut their spending to fix the problem.
Right, maybe.
The only way to make more money is to raise taxes in some way.
Yeah.
And so if you've got a Roth option in your 401k, you're delaying the gratification a little bit because it's nicer to see that whole dollar go in there instead of see 75 cents go in. Mm-hmm. But then what people don't realize is that if you pull money out of your 401k, all of this money that you've deferred for all these years, when you start pulling it out, because even if you don't want to, the government's going to make you, depending on how old you are, you're going to have to start taking out required distributions. You're going to be in the most tax hostile asset class you got,
right? Because
you're going to be at your highest marginal tax bracket,
and you really have kind of missed an opportunity on how to plan your income. Let's say you do want the money, or you have to have it. So with a Roth, you don't have to take those distributions. You're not required to pull distributions, which is a nice thing because it's an option. Maybe you want the money, maybe you don't want the money. But if you've got a traditional IRA,
did you say mummy?
Mummy?
I was wondering if we were going to address it. I was just going to let her.
Did I say mummy?
I was going to let it go, and then I went, no, I just can't do it.
Well, wait a minute.
She said maybe you want the mummy or maybe you don't want the mummy.
I want my mummy.
I think it's because we've been around Gemma, our granddaughter, this whole weekend.
It was a slip of the tongue, but honestly,
mummies are good.
I don't know if it. I guess you know what, we slipped that in for you listening in case you're how well are you listening? Did you catch it or not?
Did y'all catch that? Sorry, go ahead. Go ahead.
Anyway, now I've lost my my mummy thoughts. Anyway, I want my mummy. The point is there are ways to actually take control of your tax situation better than just allowing things to happen to you. And allowing things to happen to you is like, where are the tax rates? What's Congress going to do with taxes? I won't have a choice if all of my money is in a tax-deferred account or most of it, and I either have to take money out because I'm taking a required distribution, or I need it to augment my Social Security or my pension or whatever because I need to pay my bills and I want to live a lifestyle or go on a trip or do anything else with my money. I want to use my money. So when you take your money out, you're going to have to pay income tax on it at a very high rate, and you don't really have a choice on doing that. The government is going to make you when it comes out of that account.
You're following the IRS's plan
exactly.
if you don't get a tax plan. And in fact, I call this the tax trap. And we talk about the tax trap in the course that we do. And we do our course right here in our office on Valleydale Road, right off of 65, 2057 Valleydale. And we do the course here. And we go through all 5 areas of retirement planning: income planning, investment planning, tax planning, healthcare planning, and legacy planning. But right now we're talking about tax planning. And one of the things that so many folks don't realize, guys, is that they're in a tax trap that they don't even understand that they're in.
Yeah.
So let me tell you what the tax trap looks like. There's a few different scenarios. One is you've got, let's say, $1 million or more in your tax-deferred accounts, your 401ks, your 403bs, IRAs, things that you've never paid tax on. And when you start pulling that money out, you're going to get taxed at whatever your highest marginal tax rate is for you personally. Right. And so you are playing the IRS's game if you do that. And taxes are going to be going up when the tax laws sunset. So, and even beyond that, let's forget about that. We've already talked about the debt and all of that. The other tax trap is you've got money that you've saved outside of your tax deferred accounts, and you've got stocks that are highly appreciated. Yeah. Maybe you've got $1 million in a non-qualified account, and 500,000 of it is gain.
Yeah. Explain non-qualified account.
So non-qualified account means money that you've saved after taxes. So it didn't go in a 401k. It didn't go in an IRA. It's money that you've already paid tax on, and you invested that money. And so you bought Coke stock or Microsoft or Facebook, Netflix, and now you've got $1 million account, but 500,000 of it is gain. It's money that you made on your investment. Well, now for you to pull that money out, you have to pay tax on the money. Here are a couple of other scenarios. You've got real estate that is highly appreciated, or you've got a business that maybe you invested $20,000 in, or whatever, $200,000 in, and now it's worth 20 times what you paid for it, and you want to sell the company. So you are in a tax trap. You can't get to your money without paying taxes that the government decides you have to pay. And so you've got to ask yourself, is it worth seeing if there are tax strategies that we can use to get you out of the tax trap? And so let me explain the problem. You've got a lot of money in tax deferred accounts. You've got money in after tax accounts that is highly appreciated, either stocks that are highly appreciated, or real estate that is highly appreciated, or businesses that are highly appreciated. And you want to get to your money. It's your money. You want to get to it, but you're trapped because you can't get to it without paying a significant amount of taxes. And I strongly encourage you to come to one of our courses, or to come sit down for a visit where we can help you think through this and see if there are ways for you to get out of the tax trap as efficiently as possible. Now, at the end of the day, we're all going to have to pay taxes.
Yeah.
We're talking about tax avoidance, not tax evasion, right?
Exactly.
So we're talking about how do we be as efficient as possible? And there are strategies that can enable you to do this.
And that's good news.
And that's
Yeah,
great
very
news.
good news.
But they're not right for every single person.
Right.
So for you, our listener, just ask yourself, are you in those 4 categories? Do you have a lot of tax deferred money? Do you have a big amount of stock that you paid one price for and now it's worth more? Do you have a business you're wanting to sell? Do you have real estate you're wanting to sell and you feel trapped? If so, sign up to come for our course or sign up to come see us. In my estimation, you should do both. I think because the course is going to go through things at a high level, but when you sit down with us one-on-one, we're going to talk to you personally about your circumstances. And the way to do that is to call or text us at 205-988-0006. That's 205-988-0006, 988-0006. Now, this radio show is all throughout the state of Alabama. We're in Birmingham, but we have a process that works flawlessly over the computer.
Oh, yeah.
We have taken our retirement planning process and we help people all over the state of Alabama and people that are traveling through. It seems to be that they're going to the beach usually.
Yeah.
And they live in Indiana or North Carolina or Texas or somewhere. And if that's you, we can
work
help
with
you
them.
as well.
Yeah.
So give us a call or text 205-988-0006. Get signed up for our next course or come in for a visit, or better yet, do both. I can't promise you how you're going to feel, but I will tell you with every fiber of my being, I think this is one of the best investments of your time that you can possibly make.
Yeah. Why pay taxes that you don't have to?
Yes. Come to one of our courses, come sit down with us, and we can help you figure all that out. Now, guys, we've got about a minute left. We're talking about delayed gratification. Just quickly, Social Security, you can take it at 62, but every year you wait, it goes up by 8% all the way until age 70. One of the things that our retirement planning process analyzes and figures out is when is the best time for you and your spouse, because it may make sense for one of you to take it earlier than the other one. One, we may want to turn it on at 62, and the other, we wait till 70. There are a variety of scenarios and reasons why we might want to do one versus the other. But I will tell you this, making the right decision on your Social Security and your pensions. So if you're going to have a pension and you can take the lump sum or you can take the annuity, and with the annuity, you can give 100% to your spouse if you're gone, or 50% or 0%. There are a lot of scenarios and choices that you have. And these are some of the most common mistakes that folks make. And usually the delayed gratification comes in because you want it now versus waiting. And that might be the best decision, or it might be the worst possible decision. Come see us, come to our course. We can help you think through these things, but you've got to take action
and take control.
Give them the number, guys.
205-988-0006.
205-988-0006. Call or text us.
Insurance products are offered through the insurance business Freedom Financial Group. Freedom Financial Group is also an investment advisory practice that offers products and services through AE Wealth Management LLC, AEWM, a registered investment advisor. AEWM does not offer insurance products. The insurance products offered by Freedom Financial Group are not subject to investment advisor requirements. Investing involves risk, including the potential loss of principal. Any references to protection, safety, or lifetime income generally refer to fixed insurance products, never securities or investments. Insurance guarantees are backed by the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the issuing carrier. This podcast is intended for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as the sole basis for financial decisions, nor should it be construed as advice designed to meet the particular needs of an individual's situation. Freedom Financial Group is not permitted to offer, and no statement made during the show shall constitute tax or legal advice. Our firm is not affiliated with or endorsed by the U.S. government or any governmental agency. The information and opinions contained herein provided by third parties have been obtained from sources believed to be reliable, but accuracy and completeness cannot be guaranteed by Freedom Financial Group.